Okay, so this is Why You Want to Treat Me So Bad by Prince. Normally I would do a playthrough of the song over top of the track. Last time I did that, of course, it got pulled from YouTube for copyright violations. So instead, I'll just tell you sort of the minute, second in the song where I'm at. Just play it and then show you the notes, okay? So the opening lick, it's played a couple times in the song, sounds something like this. Okay, so the way you play that opening lick, you start on the 3rd string, you're going to bend up the 16th note, and then hit it and bend it back down. Pull off to the 15. Hit the 16 again, 15. And then on the 16th fret, 4th and 5th strings, kind of bar it. So. Then you're going to do a 14, 13 on the 5th string, back to the 16th on the 4th string. Second time through, you just kind of hit that 13th note twice. So first time, slow. Second time. It's going to sound a little bit different on the CD because he either has an octave pedal or a phase shifter, or he's playing with somebody else who's playing an octave up, so you kind of hear that sort of 2 guitar sound. So play around with your pedals or whatever you got to try to make that sound more effective, but that's the note. So the first verse, it's going to be A flat and G flat power chords. You could play minor 11ths or major 9ths on the A and the G respectively, but that's, you know, if you want to just play it with the electric guitar, you know, go with the A flat power chord and the G flat power chord. So the verse kind of sounds like this. So the way you do that is first finger on that 6th string, 4th fret, and then on the 5th string, it's going to be up 2 frets from there. Okay? So 4 and 6 frets. And then you just move that shape down to the 2nd and 4th fret. And just play the first 2 strings and kind of use your fingers to mute the rest of the strings. Now, that goes on for a bit, and it ends with them kind of just chunking on that. Okay? And then the bridge kind of kicks in at about 47 seconds into the song. So after you chunk on that, you come back up to that 4th fret there. Okay? So the way it sounds played through is this. So the way you do that, after you chop down there, you kind of just hit a power chord on that 4th fret again, right? Go up to the 7th fret, 6, 4, 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, chunk on that 4, 8th fret, power chord. Come back to the verse again. Now, the verse, the second time through, does this funny thing where, I think it's the keyboards, when it goes to the G flat, it comes up to an octave higher. But it sounds kind of cool to play it on electric guitar by yourself. So the way that sounds on the second verse is like this. Okay, so it's the same as the first verse. You're going to be on the 4th fret power chord and the 2nd fret power chord. To go to the octave, use your fret marker, so that's your 3rd fret marker. The single one up here, past the 12th fret, is the same note. So you'll notice when you're on the 2nd fret, you sort of have that fret marker wrapped. Same thing up here. So you'll be on the 14th fret. Just kind of slide down. So that's sort of the verse, the bridge, and the chorus power chorded out. So the first solo comes in at 2:48, and it sounds like this. So you're going to bend up on the 16 to start that with your other finger on the 14th fret. So 1st finger, 3rd finger. And just kind of bend it and hit it a few times. And then you're going to pull off and come down to the 2nd string on the 16th fret. Back to the 14th on the 1st. Bend the 16th on the 1st. 2 hits on the 14th. And then slide on the 16 on the 2nd string. So real slow again. Okay, so the second bit's a little bit trickier. 1st finger on the 11th fret of the 2nd string, and then your pinky up on the 14th fret of that same thing. You're going to bend up and pull off. Then on your 3rd finger, 3rd string, 13th fret, and your 1st finger comes up to the 11th fret of that same string. You're going to go. So come to the 4th string, 13th fret. Do it the same 2nd time, and then you go back up to the 3rd string, pull off, and go to the 4th string again. So real slow. The next bit is the ascending run. I haven't worked that out. I use Capo, C-A-P-O. It's a good software package to help you slow down a section of a song, and it's really muddy. I think there's honestly some flub notes in there as well, and there's some syncopation with the rhythm, so it's pretty tough. I know it's on the G-flat major scale, starting on the 4th fret of the 5th string. And it kind of runs up that scale and then pulls back down, sort of a. Then it slides from the 6th to the 8th. Goes up and down again, and then it goes to from a 6 to a 9. And then the last part, which I know is right, is a 9, 11 trill, 11, 14. But that real fast ascending run at 303. I know it's the G-flat major scale, going up and down with some syncopation in there. Just listen to it, work it out. Honestly, if you're good enough to rip off that that little run at that speed, you don't need my help anyway. So we'll move on from there. So there's a little power chord thing with a little lick in front of it after that run. It's again a 14-16 kind of a thing where it goes. So it's a 14-16 bend up. Hit it again coming down. 16 on the 2nd string. Go back to the first string, 16th fret, and pull off. It's pretty tricky because it's easy to get that second string in that pull off, so make sure you just get the first string. And then the next bit is just sort of a kind of a double stop on the 14th fret, first and second strings. You can also put the 16th in on that second string once in a while. Make it sound a little different. I think he hits that in there a couple times. Okay. The next bit's real fast, and it's at 319, and it sounds like this. Okay. You bar 14th fret, first and second string, and it's going to be hammer on and pull off on the 16th. Go up to the second string on the 16th, and then do 14 on the 16th, and do it again. And the important bit is the right hand. Make sure you're doing the same pattern. I do it down, up, down, down. That way you can kind of get a repetitive pattern. Okay. The song kind of ends on an 18-21 two-note little thing. It goes. But just faster, so just hit and hammer on. And that's the song. Hope it was helpful. Sorry I didn't nail the ascending run, but if you can, go ahead and post a response video. I'd like to see it. Thanks.